Gonna see once we get into our first battle. We're probably gonna do a thief run because I really like playing the thief. You can see that I never actually fully beat the game. Episode 4 is just bad. Like, I pretty much refuse to play episode 4. But yeah, we'll probably just have a little bit of fun, maybe do some episode 3. How does a single player game become dead? I mean, mostly just like people stopped playing it, stopped streaming it, stopped recording YouTube videos. It just kind of got lost to the ether. Even though for me, like, I think Dicey is, you know, I would probably put it in my special tier, all things considered. I don't think that I have music turned on. That needs to be fixed. Get some music going, get some sound effects on. That should probably be good. Looks like the audio levels are good, but definitely let me know if things are problematic. So yeah, we're gonna do a thief run. Are you calling, oh, that's Dan's game, not Resident Sleeper, gotcha. No, I don't like 3. 5 was okay. Also, by the way, what's up, Cypher? Deciding if I want to play some games with you in the background. Hey, you know what? I'm totally cool with you just hanging out and, you know, popping in from time to time. Just glad to have you here. This time we're stealing for keeps. You can keep enemy equipment. So I think we'll probably just do a standard run. Although, actually, you know what? Round 6 is actually the best. Because yes, the RNG modifiers can be painful, but I think they can also be a lot of fun. Plus you get to choose your starting gear. I do actually like nunchucks, especially with Master Key, but we'll go traditional thief build here. I play Monster Hunter in the background. Yeah, that's, Monster Hunter's one of those games that, like, I'm sure if I played it, I would like it. I just don't really have time for it. Okay, so let me remember how we do this. I mean, if you have a 3, you dagger, and then you split into 2, and you poison, and then you dagger, and then you in turn. So in addition to upload speed stuff, which at the moment things are staying stable, you know, I don't know that I will have fixed the problem. I think we're probably better off splitting this one, and we didn't get an even out of it. That's not a big deal. Poison in this game is just savage. Yeah, poison in this game is very rough. It does do a lot of damage, and I'm not a huge fan of how awful poison is. Tedious die splitting gets. Yeah, the die splitting can get a little bit tedious. There's a couple things about this game that are pretty rough. Honestly, plaster is kind of bad, but it's fine. I mean, healing 1 health here and there is okay. Let's see here. You're going to give me shield with that. Well, let's go for a split first. How about we get 3 shield off of a 1, and then we'll heal a couple health. Seems fine to me. Probably love it. You have 200 hours to put into it to finish the main story plus the expansion. Yeah, and that's the problem. You know, it's one of those MMOs that has a lot going on, and I just don't think I would ever be able to get there. We can actually kill you. Have lethal, get lethal. You receive an extra dice. Okay, and the next floor. So we either add 2 super enemies or a different rule change chosen randomly. Honestly, I'll take the 2 super enemies. That's a little bit of a spicy one, but we'll kind of see what we got. This way we also open up some health. Isn't Monster Hunter an MMO? Don't you play online with other people, or is it single player? So we'll pop him there, we'll split that. Dagger, and then we don't need to heal, so honestly, just hit ya, and then do that, and then just hit ya. And so needless to say, one of the most important things we need to get is an upgraded dagger. Splitting ones is pretty terrible. I do agree. All right, so I think we want to split the 5. You hate to see it. So we'll just heal and then hit you for 3. Yeah, the super fights I was a little bit worried about, but I mean, if you're gonna let me pop you with these, then that puts you in striking range. Chipsel soundtrack is top notch here. Oh, the music in this game is fantastic. Good helping people and farming at the same time. I mean, my understanding is that massively multiplayer means that you play with other people on the same server, and you have the ability to run around and see other people. So this obviously is less than ideal, so just heal 2 health off of this. So in addition to the upload speed stuff, you guys may have seen on Twitter that on Monday I threw out some flowers that had molded, and turns out that I've been perfectly fine all along. What I mean to say is, oh, did I get a drop? 2600, it dropped just a little bit. Okay, no, it transcoded down. Okay, we're good. That was not a gray screen drop. We have dropped down to about 2500, but no gray screens yet. So it doesn't look like that all of the network stuff that I did completely fixed it. 4 damage plus 1 freeze reuse. I mean, that's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Baby squid. We'll fight the wizard first just because it opens up the health, which we'll probably need. 5 damage, burn 2 dice. Honestly, for a 2, that's better than what we would do with it. And then let's guarantee ourselves 2 hits here. And then, honestly, I'm gonna stick the 6 there. I think that's better than healing 1. And I think we'll even unlucky roll. And then throw a couple more daggers at your face. It's a pretty decent turn. I mean, we took him down by 15 HP, more than half his HP on the first turn. Plus, we got a burn out of it. He's gonna dodge the next attack, so ideally, exactly what we want. Put a 1 in dagger, let him dodge that. And then split this, give him a 3. And yeah, just hit him for another 2. I don't think we need to heal the 1. It doesn't seem worth it. Can only hunt a monster in a group of 4 max. I wouldn't call that an MMO. I mean, really, like, everyone's definition of MMO is probably going to be different, and I'm not necessarily in the business of arguing what is or isn't an MMO. I'm just more of the opinion that, like, I don't necessarily care one way or the other. We're going to split this 5. I was hoping to get a 2. This is actually about as bad as it could be, because we're only going to be able to do 5 damage and not quite able to get there. So the other thing is, and you know, this is something that I'm definitely going to be happy and open to suggestions from the community, is I need to start thinking of ways to make my streams and YouTube stuff more unique. Honestly, Crowbar, with what we have going on, doesn't seem that bad, and Poison Needle is directly contradictory to Dagger. Oh, why did I? Okay, never mind, it doesn't let you. Okay, we're good. Headbutt even, so this is actually a good slot to throw a headbutt into. And then I think we don't want to do a crowbar because of plaster not necessarily being that useful. How about we just pop some stuff into dagger and call it good? So he is going to blind a die, which is kind of stinky. Now, if we throw this into crowbar, what did we get? That was a 4. Honestly, perfectly fine with that. Then we can throw a 6 in there, give you a freeze that hits you for 3. Good. I can definitely work with that. All right, a 1 and a 2. I don't feel nearly as confident about this one, but let's go ahead and put that in crowbar just because it guarantees it's a plaster. And then split this. Gives us 2 blinded. That's kind of what you'd expect. And then why don't we just dagger until hopefully you're dead? 3. Yeah, we'll go ahead and unlucky roll here just so we don't take any damage. Easy enough. Alrighty. Also, we did lose 1 follower over the past couple days. So we are back down to 39. So we are 11 followers away from the charity stream goal. If you guys haven't been around before, basically, once we hit 50 followers together as a community, I'll be doing an 8-hour charity stream where Emmy and I will match every donation dollar for dollar up to $300, and every single cent will go to fighting COVID-19 in our local community here. In addition, for every $2 donated, the stream will be extended by 1 minute. So every $120 is another hour onto the stream. So definitely, if you are interested in what we're doing here, you know, only follow for that reason, definitely follow the stream. I'd love to have you be part of the community, and we'll hang out and we'll have a great charity stream. Yeah, no, I don't know who it was. I glanced back through the list and I didn't have all 40 memorized, but yeah, I guess someone dropped off, and that totally makes sense. Like, again, I fully recognize that the streams the past couple weeks with the upload speed and, you know, the coffin and everything, it hasn't been as top tier. Trying to mix up the games more and not play the same game every time. Like, this is probably the first Roguelike Wednesday we've not played Nova Drift. Obviously, One Step from Eden is the standard one, and then we're playing 2 new games. So I'm going to keep trying to mix things up. I'm going to try to find something unique that I can do. One of the things that I have been thinking about is, you know, I joked about the magician goes back to work, is I don't know how many people do something like magic tricks on camera for their viewers. And I'm thinking that could be like an in-between games, just do like a quick 30-second magic trick or something, just because it's like, hey, this is a cool little thing, but I don't know that that's really that engaging. So, you know, I'm going to keep trying to come up with unique things that aren't gimmicky or cringy, and that's the other problem with magic tricks, I'm afraid it's a little gimmicky. I've actually been hoping you would do a routine on camera. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not against it. I absolutely would do a magic routine on camera. And that may be something where it's like I end every stream with a magic routine, because I do need practice, because I am going to be doing it for conventions that I am working, you know, as part of the shtick. So anyways, I think that counterfeit is probably the pickup here, because being able to duplicate 3s is very beneficial. What are we looking at? Honestly, like, yeah, I did pick up crowbar, but plaster and blast chiller, I just I don't like it. Just yeet that, give me counterfeit, and, you know, blast chiller will still be there. It's not a big deal. I don't like anything we have except dagger. One of your dice is burning at the start of every turn. Give me a different one. I don't want to deal with that. One of your dice is blinded at the start of every turn. You know what? I can handle blinded a heck of a lot better than I can handle burning. So this gets us to an upgrade. I'm going to say that is mandatory. Also, we have another level 2 fight we can take on before we go do some level 3s. I do have a single trick that I've been practicing for years, and funny enough, it's the trick that I used when I met Emmy almost a decade ago now. And it's one that I am very fond of and love doing. You know what? Here, 5 damage to your face, and then we hit you with some daggers, and then we'll just drop that in blast chiller. That was a 1. That's stinky, but not a big deal. So he's gonna hit us for a bit here. You busted out magic on your future girl too. Yeah, so the story of how Emmy and I met is, I mean, for many different reasons, it's one of my favorite stories. We will duplicate that. I don't know what it is, but we'll duplicate it. Is it an even? It is not an even. Is that an even? And, well, we split it and then duplicated it, so obviously it's not. Can we put that in dagger? We can. I didn't see what that was. Okay, so those are all 1s. Okay, so we ended up with 5 1s that turn. That's great. That would be better if dagger was upgraded, which is why I wanted upgraded. So basically, Emmy and I were both in high school at the time. We lived 3 hours away. We didn't go to the same high school or anything. We were both at the International Thespian Convention in Corpus Christi, Texas. I don't really like this. I don't know what this blinded die in, and I really don't want to touch it. But honestly, just like heal 2 to counteract the fact that I'm going to split this, duplicate it, throw a snowball. Throw a snowball. Okay, we did a snowball. Blast chiller and dagger. Okay. You know, we probably should unlucky roll here. We can actually pop a blast chiller and freeze 2 dice. So basically, we were at the International Thespian Convention, and I wasn't really going to any of the workshops or anything. And so I was just kind of... I was in high school, and I was one of those kids that got made fun of a lot, as I'm sure you guys can completely understand and guess. And so the people that I was rooming with, a few friends of mine, we decided to have a competition to see. I'll double check if there's anything better. Yeah, me dagger. We decided to have a competition to see who could get the most phone numbers from girls at the convention. And so because I wasn't confident enough to just walk up to high school girls and say, hey, can I have your number or whatever, I went the route of I'm going to do magic tricks for people and then ask for their numbers. Split that in two. Give me threes. Oh, baby. Now we can start popping. This is what you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. That's where Dagger gets good. And so I was running around doing magic tricks for people and getting a decent bit of numbers. And then I ended up seeing... One second here. Blind, put that there. That works. I ended up seeing Emmy. Thought she was cute. And so actually we want to split a 3 because we'll do more damage this way. Saw Emmy, thought she was cute. One of my buddies was actually talking to her, one of the guys that I was rooming with, and he had apparently been talking to her all day. He was also a tiny dude. So I actually ran up. Firemen carried him out of what essentially was like a cafeteria, and then ran back up to Emmy, did my card trick, and she at this point was just like, I don't even know what's going on right now. And then I got her number, and she was the only one that I ended up talking to after the convention. Do 7, return a die, must equal 7. You know, with splits, we may be able to make that work. I think, honestly, I think that's more likely to work than Blast Chiller. I'm never going to use Blast Chiller. And so I got the number, and she and I became best friends, and... You know, I went through some rough stuff. She went through some rough stuff. And now here we are, probably going to get married at some point within the next year or two. You know, I moved down here to make things happen and couldn't be happier. So, long story short, do magic tricks. It gets all the girls. Don't actually do that. This is an odd, or actually, this is blinded. I want to duplicate it because I don't want to duplicate anything else. That is not a 7. Is this a 7? Well, no, because I duplicated that. What about this? Is that a 6? Okay, so it's not a 6, not a 3. So, okay, we'll throw that in there, and I guess we'll throw that in there, and then we'll throw that in there. Kind of a waste. Not much we could do about that one. Yeah, I really like telling that story. It's a lot better of a story than some of my other stories about how I met previous partners. Definitely a fan of that particular one. So honestly, I'm going to Fireball for 6, and then I'll split this in 2, 4 and a 2. So we actually have a 4 and a 3, and it returns a 4, which the only thing we can do with that is heal. Dagger, and duplicate that, and dagger. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and unlucky roll. We can kill with 2 of these. So drop them down by 1, heal 1, and then kill. Oh, baby. Starting off the loyalty goodies. We got a heist going on. So type exclamation point heist, space, the number of points that you would like to spend, up to 50 to join in on the heist for your chance to win some sweet loot. Aid shield, survive. I mean, all of this is terrible. Add blank to shield and return the dice though. Okay, that I will pick up. That's actually a good solid equipment. I straight up like that better than plaster. You may disagree, but I'd rather not take the damage in the first place than have to heal the damage back, in my personal opinion. And since it returns the die, like, it's fine. Lose a dice. Considering that we have enough ways to generate dice, I don't think it's a huge deal, but I'm gonna go random. Keep unused dice until your next turn, lose 1 HP for each dice you keep. Honestly, that seems pretty good. I'll just sit on every 4 and higher we have unless there's something good to spend it on. Because only losing 1 HP to potentially have a huge popping off turn seems good to me. I think my ISP just tried to call me, but I'm not going to answer the phone while I'm streaming. So on this, go ahead and hit me with that sweet 7. Why is MH so hard? I have heard that that game can be a little rough. So give me 3 shield, split the 4, and then dupe the 3, and then just go to town. Needs a 3 or less. Just, oh, we should have just saved that. I could have put it in something else next turn. All right, so Haunted Jar is definitely one that like you don't want to let him pop off. Oh, Adrian, you lost. Why'd you lose? You never lose. You know what? I realize my camera has been covering up lockpick the whole time. I mean, not that that's a huge deal, but how about I scooch the camera over the end turn button? Because of all the things you need to see, I don't think you care about seeing the end turn button. Sorry about that, guys. Over 200 hours and I'm still not done with the expansion. That is a long game, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm going to split the 5. Give me a 3. Yep, that's what you want to see. We can drop the 3 in thick skin, return it. Why don't you dagger that? Works for me. Dupe the 3. Oh, he's dead. Not even close to the end game. I mean, you gotta say though, like, it's good that they were able to make a game that lasts that long. Flip a dice upside down. So the thing is, I don't know that Spatula fits into the current build. I wouldn't want to replace thick skin. I actually, you know what? I'll replace Lucky 7. Because the more ways that we can get 3s into dagger and make sure that we get a 3 into thick skin every single turn, I think that's actually perfectly okay. And we'll hit up the shop here. Split a dice unevenly. Next equipment has +1 use this turn, do 4 damage. So this is an interesting one. Signal Jammer seems pretty good here. Because on a 5, that would guarantee a 3 and a 2. Yo, Yudi, how's it going, brother? Adrian, you talking about Monster Hunter or Dicey? That's a joke. I know you're talking about Monster Hunter. Dicey is a really easy game to understand. I don't think Hookshot is worth it. I don't like Tetraphobia. Signal Jammer is interesting. We may come back to that when I have more cash. We'll hop over to Wicker Man. All right, so I think this is the longest the stream is held up without having any sort of major problems, but honestly, like, I'm fine with the bitrate dropping a bit, but as long as it doesn't go to 0, I'm fine. Do a bunch of damage on a 6, restore 2 health. Honestly, don't want it. So we can throw a 3 in here, return the dice. Don't know what the blinded die is. So honestly, just dupe the 3, split this in 2. And then... oh, actually, no, what we do is you flip this upside down into a 6, you do 6 to him and heal 2 health. Duh. Okay, that's not a dagger, so we're gonna save both of these dice. We're gonna lose 2 HP from this, but we're gonna get to keep it for next turn. So it was split, so those are at least a 5 and a 1 or a 4 and a 2. Worst case, or highest case. 9 damage, burn 2 dice, honestly, like, here you go. You know what? Flip a 4 into a 3. Give me some shield and return it. And then we still don't know what this blinded die is, I don't think. So just give me a split, dupe the 3, dump it in there. Can't dump it in there, but we have the kill either way. I actually went way overboard on... I didn't even realize we had lethal. I wasn't even looking at his HP. I was just like, let's just play our game. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the health. We don't need the other one. We'll hit up the Dire Wolf here. Alrighty, so do X damage, add a poison. He is strong against poison, so there's really not much point in doing that, because if we have a 3, I'd rather just put it in dagger and do the extra damage. We may be able to get a kill this turn. So split that. Oh, you hate to see it. So we'll have to flip that. Give me unlucky roll. All right, and then you just throw literally everything into dagger. I don't think this is a kill, but it's gonna do a good chunk of his HP. So he should be dead next turn. Honestly, like, I'm glad that I took a break from Dicey, but I'm also glad that we're playing it because I forgot how much I really enjoy Dicey. It's an easy game to banter during and everything. Like, it's just a really easy, simple, but also reasonably engaging game. I forgot how to English there. That's what happened. Split that, a 1 and a 4. Flip. Oh, I'm cursed. That's fine. So this really stinks. Honestly, just curse him. And then that's stinky. Give me 1 shield and then 1 dagger, and then I guess just leave that for next turn. This game is, I don't know. Oh, we cursed his curse. You can't curse me, you're cursed yourself. All right, let's split this. 5 and a 1, okay. Front, what are your thoughts on GTA San Andreas or the series? Let's see here. So I played Vice City and San Andreas. You know what? We should have duped one of those. Mechanically speaking, Dicey is brilliant. Honestly, like, I do really think Dicey is pretty good. I don't think I played anything other than Vice City or San Andreas. I played San Andreas a lot. I really enjoyed just exploring the city. I didn't even do much questline stuff. Ooh. Literally all of these are fantastic, but dupe a 3, do the unlucky roll, and then skeleton key to set everything to 3 is just the classic combo. So I think I have to take that. And then we're gonna probably bring that in for... Man, I would like to upgrade counterfeit, because I would love to just drop skeleton key into this slot. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing, Adrian. Like, I was too ADHD to focus on the story, so I just like drove around and did side quests and killed things and made the police angry and enabled cheats and got rocket launchers and helicopters and just had a grand old time, you know, like you do in GTA. I think I might have played like a little bit of GTA 4, but I had a bad computer at the time, so it couldn't do much. Honestly, I'd rather have skeleton key than spatula just because of the classic thief combo. And then what do you have for trade? Dagger for... Okay, so you want me to give up literally the best... literally my only damage dealer, as a matter of fact. Now I'm going to go back here. I like Signal Jammer, but at this point we're already struggling to find slots in our deck for stuff. We're just going to go. All of your equipment is shocked. Absolutely not. Enemies can throw unused dice at you. That's only going to be like an extra couple damage. Like, it'll add up if we're not careful, but okay, I hate the Kraken. The Kraken is a massive pain, so we definitely got to be careful here. So what we want to do is get a split. Give me a 3. We got the 3. We've got the combo. So all we got to do is dupe the 3, skeleton key everything into a 3, and then give me the shield and just go. That's the classic thief combo. That's everything that I love about the thief in Dicey. Oh, baby. Vice City was a lot of fun. It was very pretty. I actually did some Vice City Online stuff when that mod was around, and I enjoyed some of the ridiculous stuff that you could do in the online version. We are cursed, and we have 3 blind dice. 3 blind dice. 3 blind dice. What will I do with these dice? Split it? Dagger? Honestly, just because it does guarantee us a little bit of damage, and then give me a kill. Give me a kill. Oh no! He's got 2 HP! No! Ah. It was a 5. All right, well, he's blinded, which doesn't do anything to the computer. I hate the Kraken so much. It is one of my most hated enemies, and it's one of those that, like, I just, after watching NL do the 4th level on all the characters, and I saw what the Kraken was like on level 4, I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I refuse. So we just need to hit him literally once. Yeah, the cheats in Grand Theft Auto were always, like, as a kid, the best thing ever. Like, I would never do cheats these days, But when you were a kid, it was so much fun to just be like, I have a rocket launcher, look at me. Plus shield, +1 reduce. Oh, but skeleton key gets so good. But if we do this, then we can bring spatula back into the mix. Honestly, I've got to take the skeleton key upgrade. It's just too good. Sure, blight is terrible and I don't care. All right, Rat King can be kind of annoying if you're not quick. 42 HP is a lot. Probably still remember the maps in both games. Oh, definitely. Like, if you put San Andreas in front of me, I'd be able to find most of the places that I'd want to go. All right, so this is dupe a 3, split the 4, give me the 3 back, set all dice to 3, and go to town. I actually want to like move the dagger down to this slot so that we can drag up faster. All right, he only got 1 off on us. That's good. Don't take that out of context, please. All right, so same thing. You split that, you dupe that, you set everything to a 3, you get some shield, and then you kill him. 9, 12, 15. We only had 15. Or no, it's we had 20. Okay, so we're gonna take a good chunk of poison here. There's that. Okay. No, don't do that. Don't roll a 5 or higher. Okay, that's fine. We're only gonna take 3 from poison. Not a huge deal. And then you just kill him. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, I don't know that I would remember Vice City because I played it so long ago. Probably before I realistically should have as a kid. Obviously, we'll open up the shop with Banshee. Then we have both of the apples available for when we fight Rhino Beetle. Banshee is also a pain. We do have a limit break available, so I think this is a situation where you just go in, dupe the 3, set all dice to 3, give me some shield, and then I was gonna move the dagger. I'm just playing quickly. It's not a big deal. All right, there we go. Good damage. That was 36 damage on turn 1. That's again exactly what you want out of a thief build. And I'm building this just like off of muscle memory. You know, it's been since October. That was 6 months ago. All right, this kind of stinks. I think we're gonna want to go for a 5 split. We got cursed. Okay. Oof. Most Wanted was the best game I played during childhood. Some of the Need for Speed games during that time were really good. I played a ton of Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. I literally can't do anything with this. So why don't we just roll over 3 6s and take 3 HP damage? Because why not? I think Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2, I definitely put a ton of time into. Most Wanted was a lot of fun. There was another one that was also like, I really enjoyed. It was one with the canyon maps. I don't think that was Most Wanted. All right, so here's the deal. I think if we just split this, dupe this, set all dice to this, that she's just straight up dead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, she's just dead and we don't have to think about it. No, I haven't played a Need for Speed game in probably close to a decade. So we need both of these health pickups. So again, I'm going to drop Dagger down here so it'll be easier to drag dice up into the slot. And then let's go to the shop before we go face Rhino Beetle. At the start of the first turn, gain Fury or gain a random blessing. Fury just makes your next attack double down, right? I don't think we need that because we don't do big attacks. And that restores 10 HP. I'm not going to pick that up until after the fact. We'll probably just grab the apple after we beat up the Rhino Beetle, assuming we don't die. What does he do? I mean, he does have Battle Axe and Beetle Headbutt. That's right. Max 4. So we could do 8 with this. Actually, we should probably put Dagger in this slot and scooch Counterfeit over. Almost wanted I played some of the new ones, but that's because about the EA access for $4. Yeah, that's fair. If you have EA access, then it's like, why would I not play a little bit of Need for Speed? Yeah, I think you possibly duplicate this first. No, you do battle axe. You split 5. Yeah, here we go. Then you dupe the 3. Then you unlucky roll. Then you set everything to 3. Okay. Yeah. I got it. And then you just pop them. God, that is so much faster than it was in the top left corner. And just think, if I moved it over one more, just how fast we'd be able to knock all those stuff into our dagger. All right, so at this point, we only need to do 6 damage, so just dupe that. I'm not even gonna think about it. Just dagger is there and kill him. Easy enough. So we actually took very little damage there. We are at max level and we got a full heal, so... Equipment, we are going to scooch the dagger there. Hold on. Dagger goes there, thick skin goes there. We are going to... Yeah, that seems fine. Actually, you know what? Even put counterfeit over here. So I believe that I didn't like the other ones from the shop, and we don't need to restore the HP, so we're just going to go down and we're good to go. Thief versus Madison. All right, so this should be a win. I mean, I would be surprised if we don't have what it takes to take out Madison. She's not a huge pain because she's immune to freeze, which doesn't affect us at all. We just do a bunch of dagger stuff. Thief at 21 forehead. I mean, EA at this point, it's not necessarily about being excited about EA. It's just more like, if you have EA access, you just play what comes out for a little while and just, yeah. Yeah, Cypher, I'm thinking this should be a cakewalk. So we don't have unlucky roll on the first turn, but I think you just lockpick. I was hoping for a 3. So I think what we're gonna have to do is dupe the 2, set all dice to 2, give me the shield, and then just dagger. And I am so happy I moved that, and I wish I would have moved it sooner. Star Wars sequel. I don't think a lot of people are excited for that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, her pocket knife is basically our dagger. Okay. So with this, I think we're gonna split the 5. We did get a 3, dupe the 3, set all dice to 3. I mean, you do the same thing every turn because it works. Yeah, I'll take the 2 HP damage. That's not a problem whatsoever. Why did I not put dagger there earlier? Fallen Order is actually an okay game. I've heard good things about Fallen Order, honestly. I don't know that I would play it just because it's a single player RPG, just not necessarily my style of game, but like, I totally get it. And I think that it would be, you know, or I see why it's a good game for a lot of people. So split that, I got a 3. So now we unlucky roll and then you kill her. Easy win. So shield and then you just dagger. And she's dead. All right, that was an easy fight. So that finishes up about 15 minutes away. So the thing is, we're not going to be able to get in another Dicey run, and I don't really feel like starting a run that I know isn't going to go in time. So I think we're just going to pivot to One Step from Eden a little bit early. I think that I had fun with Dicey, but unless you guys are like, no, we want to see 15 more minutes of Dicey, we're just going to go to One Step from Eden now.